Hi, welcome to this week's version of Squeeze Hands TV. This week we're going to talk about depression. I know it's kind of depressing to talk about depression, but I had one of my coaching clients tell me that he had used Squeeze Hands to alleviate his depression. He had been really depressed for a few days about something that had happened in his life, and he sat and used Squeeze Hands and it released it. And then I'm also going to share two other techniques that you can use to relieve depression, either chronic depression or just temporary depression about some certain situation. So there's so many reasons for depression. It could just because something's not going right in our life. We're upset about something. It could be a chemical imbalance in our brain. There are so many different reasons for depression, and but no matter what kind you have, you can get help. You are in control of your depression and how you feel. I get it. It doesn't always feel like it, and it can be so easy to feel depressed. There's so many things that we can look out there and find to be depressed about. But do you want to be depressed? Do you want to feel that way? And if the answer is no, then the first step is making a decision that you want to feel better. And it may be that some days you may not want to make that decision to feel better, and some days you do, that you just get tired of lying around or sleeping or whatever coping mechanism that you use. And the first thing that you can do is when you make that decision and you decide to take control over your depression or whatever it is that you're feeling, the first thing that you need to do, or that you can do, is to start looking for things that feel better. Start finding the next better thought. So say, for example, you're at a restaurant and you ordered some eggs and they end up not being so good. You can either sit there and go, oh, these are really crappy eggs. Or you could sit and go, oh, look at this beautiful plate they served it on. Well, and the coffee's really good. They really know how to do coffee right. And you know, that waitress is really, really nice. I really like that waitress. And so you just start thinking about, or it could be something as simple as, well, it's not the worst eggs I've ever had in my life. I've definitely had things that tasted worse than these eggs. And, at least I'm getting to eat something and I'm not starving. So it's just very simple, little things like that can help you move off of that stuck place of depression. And then the second thing that you get to do, so that is the two steps. One is decide that you do have control. And the second step is to start looking for thoughts that feel better, okay? And then the third, as my coaching client shared, is using Squeeze Hands. And if you haven't gotten to learn the technique, it's very easy to learn, and it is so effective. And you can do it anywhere, anytime, any place. No one will know you're doing it, and it can take just less than 2 minutes or a few minutes to get relief. So what you want to do is you just want to sit and feel whatever it is you're feeling, and wherever it is in your body that you're feeling, really feel it. That's really important, that you just really feel it. And this technique is the one technique that I have had that allows me to really feel my feelings, because normally I don't want to get lost in them, or it just hurts too much. But I know doing this, by really feeling them and doing Squeeze Hands, that it will only last a few minutes. So feel that in your body, and then you're going to squeeze one hand and squeeze the next. Squeeze and then squeeze. And just go back that. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And often within a few seconds, your body wants to take a nice deep breath. And just keep doing that and squeeze, 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 squeeze. And sit and feel whatever you're feeling and do that. And squeeze hands, it works because it stimulates the left and the right side of your brain. So it mimics your body's natural emotional process. But sometimes our emotions, for whatever reason, can just get stuck in our brain. And by all means, this does not mean that you may not need medication, that you may not need to go see a doctor. Please, if that's what you're feeling that you need to do for you, please go do it. Even if you are taking medication, even if you are going to see a doctor, you are responsible. Please know that you have control. Do not give your control over to anybody. You get to decide which medication, which doctor. If somebody isn't giving you the treatment that you want, switch, go to somebody else, okay? It is definitely your responsibility and your choice. All right, so as we said, decide that you want to feel better, and it's really okay if you don't make that decision every day. And it's all right if you make it this hour, but not the next hour. Do the best you can. That's all we're asking for here. No perfection, just progress. And then start looking for the next feeling thought. And when you make that decision that you want to feel better, and you start making those daily habits of looking for something that feels better, you will start feeling more empowered with your life. And the times that you decide you don't want to feel better comes fewer and fewer and fewer until you get to the point where it can be really hard to feel worried or depressed or anxious. And you always have, and then you squeeze hands to really process those emotions. On the day where you just can't get out of it, use squeeze hands to process through those emotions. All right, so please let me know in the comments below what if you've made the decision today, and what's the best feeling thought that you have right now about whatever one thing or two things that's going on in your life. What is the next best feeling thought that you can think of about that? All right, thank you so much. If you didn't get this through our website, squeezehands.com, please go there for more information about everything going on, my coaching programs, my group coaching programs, and we just have a wonderful community of people supporting each other, and I hope you'll join us. Thank you, and we will see you next week.